Hey guys, Papa Pete here, and I suppose by now you've heard the Intellivision Amico has officially been delayed to 10/10/2021. There's a lot of varying opinions on this. I'm going to throw my 2 cents in because, I really have some very strong personal feelings about this delay, and they might not be exactly what everybody is thinking. First thing I'm going to say is I have no problem with this delay whatsoever. At the end of the day, all I'm interested in is getting a system that is the absolute best one that they could possibly produce. In the era that we're living in right now, what we've had to deal with over the last, 12 months now, basically, COVID has just caused so many factors to change. Things that they just didn't see when they come into this whole thing. Tommy planned for 10/10/2020. And everything really seemed to be going on schedule quite well. Things were ordered, plans for testing was done, and who the blazes could have ever predicted all the things we've had to deal with? Now people are saying it's been delayed, this will be the second or third time. And at the end of the day, how unusual is that? Not very friggin' unusual, actually, for a brand new product that's new thing. It's not like it's an established company that has producing their fifth different console, for example, no pun intended, PlayStation 5. But even these companies that have been doing it for years and years and years are facing major challenges that they otherwise would never have seen if it weren't for COVID. And to think about this company, which has basically picked up from Intellivision back in the day and decided to come out with this new console, knowing very well that, retro gaming, retro reimagined of the Intellivision on its own was not going to sustain an entire console. They had to look for different demographics, come up with different original ideas, and frankly, they've done a really good job in doing so. But there's just been so many barriers to this, to the accomplishments that they wanted to make, that you can hardly blame them. You'd think they'd try to hide something, but at the same time as they're facing all of these barriers, they're wide open, telling us about each and every one as it comes along. Are there problems with the hardware? I don't know. Is there problems with the software? I don't know. We're seeing lots of stuff. It all looks pretty good to me, considering all the things they've gone through, for pity's sakes. So I'm really happy with what I see, because at the end of the day, their major progress has been made, and even more major progress will be made in the coming days. So they could try to rush right now and probably get it out in, I don't know, April or maybe June or July, but then there's challenges about releasing the summer as well. So I think they've made a really wise decision on putting it back to October this year. First of all, it's going to go back to the original meaning of that date that he picked before. Yes, it's not the 20th year or whatever it was, but it's still 10/10 was the special date, and I really think they should keep that date for all its meaning. Next thing I want to mention is that I've been with this and following this for a very, very long time. I can still remember shortly after Keith Robinson passed away, Tommy being on the memorial show on the Intellivisionaries podcast, and this is what he had to say.
It's a big loss. We're not sure yet what's going to happen with the Intellivision name, but we're.
Well, we got to figure that out. We have. I think we have a responsibility to Keith and his memory to make sure that Intellivision name doesn't die and that it does carry on in some regards. So let's look into that, because we'll, I'll help and do anything that I need to do to make sure that keeps going.
And ever since that moment, which was long before they ever announced that the Intellivision Amico was going to be created, I knew there was going to be something special. Somebody was going to maintain the Intellivision name. Because remember, I'm telling you again, I will sincerely say that I don't care about the children's games. I don't care about a lot of the different things that are part of the Ten Commandments. I think they're very honorable. I think they're very intelligent, because it helps get a demographic to make this game survive. What I care about is the reimagined, remastered old games, and basically the continuation of the Intellivision tradition that's been so important to so many people. It's just an absolutely fantastic community. That's the aspect of it that I love. And ever since that moment when Tommy made that statement, I knew he was going to do something special with it. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It didn't have to be last October. Frankly, I don't care how long it takes. If he goes till next October, that's absolutely beautiful for me, because all I want to know and see is that it's done right. And I have all the faith in the world that Tommy is going to see it through and see that it's done right no matter how long it takes. And one more thing that I want to say about the delay, it just gives us that much more time to anticipate it and to look forward to it coming and talk about it and look at new games, because you know what? It's not the crossing of the finish line that's as important to me. It's the voyage that we're going on as we get there. Something that I've been going on since that day way back in 2017 when Tommy said that he really wanted to, we owed it to Keith Robinson to keep the spirit of the television carrying on. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me. I don't care if it ends up being 10-10-2022. I'll still be along for the ride, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it. You take care.
The old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50,
You're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
what the hell?